Good morning, everyone. This is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper, and today is July 21st of 2025, and we're going to be working with the Bauble Blooms stamp set. And it's just a really cute stamp set. It has three different stamps here that you pair together, and then you get this look right here. And I also used for the leaves, um, went to the Charming Day dies, and I used this one right here. I used this die cut here for my leaves, and you could use anything you want, or you could change it up and not use leaves. I took this one kind of from the online exclusive, uh, where they showed a picture of what they had done with the Bauble Blooms, and so mine looks pretty much the same, but I did change this up, and they had some different things in there, and then the colors and stuff are a little different. And I would have used the silver full sheets if I would have had them. I'm out of them right now, but they're supposed to be coming any day now. Anyway, I would have used that for the top of the ornaments here. I think that would have been pretty and showed up more, since this is berry burst on top of berry burst. So it's kind of miss seeing that, but still at the same time, it's pretty. So, but I would kind of do that, I think. And then you could do your leaves and stuff in the silver foil. So, anyway, just some changes that I probably would have made had I had the silver foil. So, let's go ahead and let's get started. And I'm going to move this one out of the way, just put it up here. And then I've already got my paper cut. And this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25 here. And then this is just the inside of it. And on the inside, I just used Joyous Wishes to You and Yours, and then put the leaf in here and put these little stones in here, the rhinestones. But these were the Celebration 2025, the purple embellishments, and it came looking like this. But and so I went ahead and used them for this card. But what you could do is use rhinestones, and I think that would show it really pretty with the silver uh, ribbon that I've used here. And this is from the gold and silver um, ribbon here. So it comes like a combo pack. So let's go ahead and get our berry burst out. And we're going to stamp the Joyous Wishes. And I just kind of brought it down a little bit. You could place it wherever you wanted to. I didn't want to put it directly in the middle, but anyway, I just kind of brought it down just a little bit. And then that way our flowers can go up that way. So I can move that one out of the way. And then this right here is just going to go up on my stamping dimensionals. So let me get them. And I already have this up on my website, so if you want to go over and look at the measurements that were used to create this, feel free. So I hope y'all are starting off the week great and having a good Monday. And I hope you had a good weekend. So here I'm just using the edge pieces here on our Stampin' Dimensionals. Just making sure I get all of it used up. Now let's stick a few more on here. And then maybe one down here. All right, that should be plenty. So let's go ahead and take the backings off of them. And then we're just going to try to place, let me make that, or at least tuck it in there so it's not in my way. Okay, now I can see better. Okay, that looks good there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp the baubles here. And so I started out with Granny Apple Green. And this stamp here is the one that puts your leaves on here. So all I did was just stamp here. And then you get your leaves. And then I went to Bubble Bath. You know, I think these could be really done in all different colors. And I'm kind of thinking some Secret Sea and Cloud Cover. I want to try those colors. And then this, you just kind of line up. I just kind of, there's a little flower up here, and I kind of lined it up with this here. Then you've got 3 little ones down here. And of course, you got your center pieces here. And so that's just kind of the way I've been trying to line it up. I may not have got that one lined up. I didn't do very well with that down here. It's not bad, but I could have done just a tad bit better. All right, so then you get that look. And then we're going to go in with a darker color, which is Berry Burst. And then this kind of feels like an outline, I guess you'd say. And let me try to get right over this. And hopefully, place drop. Okay, that was great. So this is what you get here. Okay, and so you didn't have to wait for me to cut it out with a die cut. I went ahead and did that. And so once you get your die cut out, which looks like this, and cuts, and just put it on top of here, and just kind of make the white even all the way around. And it's going to look about like that. I can bring that over just a tad. And then that should be perfect there. And then you're just going to cut it out, and then you're going to have these 2 pieces right here. So, and then you need to, then you'll need to take this piece, and then this is going to cut your top off. And I've already got them cut out. So we've got a Bubble Bath and a Berry Burst in here. So I'm going to put that back in there. We're going to go ahead and glue those on. I just used my glue. It seems like my glue works pretty good for me. I'm here in the South, in Alabama, and the humidity, if you know anything about Alabama, is awful, which I'm sure it is a lot of places. But anyway, so and we're just going to set this right up here. And then I'm just going to look at the back and make sure that everything lines up. The white and then the top here lines up. And then we've got our top on there. So we're going to do the same thing and put our bubble bath on here. Okay, that one's perfect. So we're just going to set this over to the side. And then we'll move this one out of the way. And then from this point, I need to cut out, need to die cut the flowers here that we used. I was going to go ahead and do that ahead of time, and I forgot. All right, so it won't take me long. So we'll just go ahead. We'll use this one right here, like I said earlier. We're going to use the bubble bath. I'm just going to run it through the die cut machine. And then it's stuck up in there. So we just need to get something to poke it out with. And you can use wax paper and just rub it over your cardstock that you're using, and then it should just pop right out. I'm going to go ahead and do this other one. And then I think that will be all of our pieces that we have. And then we can go ahead and start assembling the card. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be so hot today. It is, well, I know it is. It was already 80 something at like 7 o'clock this morning, so it has been so hot. The humidity's been awful. I had a friend, and on Saturday we were going to get together, and I don't know if y'all seen these pine cones or not that they've been making into like bouquets and stuff, or arrangements and things like that to sit around on your porch and or anywhere you wanted to set it around. Anyway, we were going to work on that, and oh my Lord, it was so hot trying to pick pine cones, and it was terrible. So we decided to wait till I don't know, maybe in October or something, we'll start working on that. So, okay, so from here we've got our layer down. I've already put it down with the Stampin' Dimensionals, and then we're just going to glue put it right down here. This one is the, I forgot to put, let me go ahead and do that. Got to put our silver thread on here. And here I'm just kind of making a smaller little knot, just like it would kind of hang on a tree. I guess it could hang high or low. Okay, and then here I'm just going to cut these. I'm going to get my better scissors here, because those sometimes I've used them for everything and it just kind of chunks it. All right, so that's good there. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to put this one up on dimensionals. And again, I'm just going to cut into this and use all of my pieces. Okay. And we're just going to kind of set this one off to the side this way. Okay. And now we're just going to cut us some more of the silver thread here. And then we're just going to cut there and there. We've got those done. And now we can take our leaves, and I'm going to cut these down to right in here. And then I'm going to use these on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and cut this other one too while I got the scissors. So make sure you don't throw any of your pieces away, because you can always find a place to use them. Because a lot of people think, oh, that's just garbage, you know. I've got what I need here, but I took them and used them on the inside of my card. All right, so from here, we're just going to take this. We're going to tuck it right inside. A little too much glue, so I'm just going to kind of dab it. Okay. And then the rest of the thread will dry clear. Okay, so then I've got to get my other piece. And then we're just going to do the same thing, and we're going to tuck it down here. I think I want it out just a tad bit more. This would probably work a lot better with some your glue sheets that we have. Then that way you wouldn't have to worry about getting all the glue everywhere. Okay, so from there I've already stamped out our Merry Christmas, and I just used this. The Merry Christmas, where did it come from? It came from the Bauble Blooms, and I just put that together. And so all I did was just take this, and I put them together because they do come separate. So I just laid them down on here, and then got them even, and then put the block down on top of it. And that way I put them together. And then you just stamp it, and you have your Merry Christmas. And then I just cut that out. You can use your paper trimmer, or you can use your scissors. Actually, I ended up using both because mine was kind of crooked after I used the paper trimmer. And then on the under the Christmas part, we're going to use some dimensionals on it. And let me see if I can find my mini dimensionals. Let's see. I have it somewhere out. Here's a new ones here. And I'm just going to put a couple down here, and then put the glue on the other side. And then that way this is already popped up on dimensionals. And so that's why I just want to put the glue over here and then pop this up. And that way it'll be even going all the way across. And then I'm just going to kind of make that straight line across there. And that looks good. I'm happy with that. And then we're going to go ahead and go to the inside, and we're just going to lay these in here. And I'm going to try just to do a tad bit of glue. It's hard just to get a tad in there. And I think when I get the paper towel, I just kind of blot it. Maybe that will help. All right, and from here, I'm just going to put this right at the corner. And then just press it down. And then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to line it up right in here and make it just kind of go up. I'm going to kind of turn it, put a little twist on it. I'm just going to kind of point this one. Oops. I think I need to put just a tad bit of glue right here. I can be so messy with glue. I don't know about you, but by the time I get through making a card, it is all over me. All right, so we're just going to take these embellishments, and we're just going to place them around. I just used 3 of them. Just kind of put them around it. And you can use whatever you would like. You could put one here, or you could put one, I think I'll put one down here. That one's got a piece of fuzz on it. Now let me take that one back up. It may be stuck to the back of it. So let's try that again. Well, it must be my tweezers here. That one had a little piece too. I think they've got some glue on them. Okay, so from here, we're just going to glue this down and then put some embellishments on the front, and our card will be done. Have y'all enjoyed this, the Christmas in July? I've seen a lot of pretty cards made. I've seen a lot of pretty 3D projects made. It's just getting me ready for Christmas. And then I've seen one, we got a sneak peek of one Christmas item. And I'll tell you, it has some animals in it. It has a dog in it, and then it has another animal in it. I'm not going to tell you all of it because I want you to be surprised. And then I've also seen some fall things and some fall paper, and oh my Lord, it is gorgeous. I am in love. All right, so let's take this one. We're just going to use some different colors on here. I don't have enough of the white looking colors. We're just going to put that one there. And you can use whatever you want. You know, like I said, or I think I said it, I don't know. If not, I was thinking you could take rhinestones and use these in place, because that's what I would have done if I would have had some rhinestones. I'm just out of rhinestones, so that's another thing I've got coming soon too. But anyway, you could use rhinestones, and then that would really show up with your silver that you're using. And then if you wanted to, you could color some. You know, all you have to do is take our Stampin' Write, or not our Stampin' Write markers, but our blends, and our Stampin' Blends, and then you can just color them. And then, you know, it's colored for whatever color that you need. And so I think I'm just going to I took some of this on my other ones. If you like them hanging around, you know, that's fine. But I kind of want them to kind of stay in place. So I think I'm just going to put the glue dot here and just kind of give it a press here. And then that way it'll kind of stay and, you know, look a little bit better to me. Like I said, you don't have to do that, you know. I mean, it looks good when they're, you know, hanging around too. We could just make this one go this way since it kind of wanted to do that anyway. But anyway, so we've got that done. And then here's the inside of our card. And I think that's just so pretty. And you could take your envelope, and on the front of it, you could just well, no, that wouldn't really look good. You could make one of these and put it on there. I started to say you could actually stamp it on there, but then you wouldn't have, you know, the cut of it. So anyway, you could fix it up with whatever you wanted to. You could do the leaves or something, or you could put Merry Christmas all over the back of your card or on the front. You could do lots of different things. So, well, all right, guys, I sure do appreciate you hanging out with me today. And if you enjoyed this video, would you hit that like button and share it with your friends? And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I sure would appreciate it. I am trying to grow it. And if there's anything that I can help you with, or if you'd like to place an order, you can go over to Crafty Stamper, and I have my blog there, and you can see the dimensions for this card, and it is posted over there. And then if you'd like to place an order, I have the products that I used in the blog. So just scroll on down and look at that. And then you can also shop from my website. So, and it's got the little shop button up at the top. So anyway, if you have any questions, just let me know. And I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I hope you have a good week. Talk to you soon. Bye.